with you. Today is Strength Tuesday, and I'm going to show you kind of a really good warm-up that I like. Well, sometimes I actually use it as a warm-up, sometimes I use it as like a finisher. I don't know if I call it a finisher, but it works the smaller stabilized muscle group. So we can either use it to kind of activate, or we can use it after if you do some larger muscle group work and we don't want to fatigue out the stability muscles. We can do it after that, just to finish out the workout. So all you need is like a mini band. You can tie a TheraBand around, or sometimes what I do with a long TheraBand is I will wrap it around. You wrap it around, and if you want double the resistance, you wrap it around again, and you can hold that position. But it works a little bit easier with the mini band. So if you take the mini bands, you bring it around your knees, and all we're going to do is we're going to kind of activate. We're going to activate those hip stabilizers. We're going to get the glutes to work into that hip extension, and then we're going to try to target the VMO a little bit more. Just trying to bring some more awareness there. Can't necessarily isolate it, but we're going to try to just bring more awareness. So the first one is just a regular old side step with the band. So you're side stepping across, making sure that those knees aren't getting pulled in. If you can't seem to screw your thighs out against that resistance, then maybe lighten the resistance a little bit. I'm using just like a heavy and an extra heavy. So it's and each band is a little different. So you might want to do one, you might be able to do two. But just do what works best. So just side stepping again, where I'm screwing those thighs out, trying not to rotate the feet out. So trying to keep the feet pointed forward, and I'm leading more with the knees, not the feet, because then you get the valgus knee. So you want to keep screwing those thighs out. I'm in a quarter squat to get that better hip activation. Okay, so you're going to go down and back. You do about 3 times. Just to get a nice little activation in those hips, and then you switch over and you go into the split stance, and you bend and you fire that back glute, and then you squeeze from the knee on up. So you're focusing on that inner quad muscle known as your VMO, and you're here and you squeeze that right glute and squeeze from the knee on up, just to get that nice activation. And it's a very simple movement because we're trying to focus, we're trying to hone in on those specific areas. Rather than the hamstrings doing all the work, or the back doing all the work, or the outer quad doing everything, we're focusing on those specific areas. So then when you go to do the workout, those areas are already really awake and active. Right, so I actually do about 15, I don't know what number that is, but about 15 on the right side, and then you would switch and you would do 15 on this left side. And feel the difference too. Feel whether you can get that glute to activate. The glute should be your main hip extensor, and then the hamstring will just assist that. And you can get a little bit of a core engagement too, just to stabilize your position, because that should be always helping you or assisting you or stabilizing you during each exercise. Okay, so you do about 15 of those. And then